Hey everyone, Noah Davidson here with the Cashflow Academy, and we're here today to tackle one of the most important questions in investing. What is an ETF? What if I told you that there's a simple way for you to own a piece of some of the world's largest companies, some of the most important companies out there, or even entire industries in one single shot? Intrigued? Well, stick around because we're taking a deep dive into the world of ETFs to help you understand what they are, how they work, why they are so popular, and to help you determine whether it's the right choice for you and your investment dollars. So let's dive right in. An exchange traded fund, or an ETF, is an investment fund that holds a mixture of assets. It can be based entirely on stocks, it can include bonds, or even commodities, or sometimes it can include all of the above. ETFs are unique because they trade exactly like stocks on the stock exchanges. And just like individual stocks, that means you can buy and sell them at any time the market is open. And the transactions are extremely low cost, potentially even commission free. And one of the best parts about exchange traded funds is that they give you automatic diversification, and better yet, you have options when it comes to trading and investing in exchange traded funds. In simple terms, think of an ETF like a basket filled with different investments. And when you buy a share of that basket, you own a small slice of everything inside it. Take a look at the top 10 holdings here of the Standard & Poor S&P 500 Exchange Traded Fund, SPY, and you can see that these are companies you recognize. Now again, this is the top 10 holdings of that exchange traded fund and the percent of the fund that they make up. You can see that the SPY is heavily invested in Apple and Microsoft and Amazon and Nvidia and Alphabet A shares and C shares, that's Google, and Tesla and Meta and Berkshire Hathaway and United Healthcare Group. So as you can see, you've got a really nice diversification right there in the exchange traded fund. The ticker symbol is SPY, and if you're interested in holding the S&P 500 or the exchange traded fund that tracks the S&P 500, then the SPY is one of the most popular instruments out there that'll give you the investment exposure to the entire S&P 500. Here's an example of how the SPY is allocated by sector. You can see that the SPY is really heavily invested in information technology, healthcare, financials, consumer discretionary spending, that's the stuff we like to buy, consumer services, and industrials, not to mention consumer staples, that's the stuff we buy all the time, energy, utilities, real estate, and materials. That is a comprehensive exposure to all the most important sectors in the economy, all in one financial instrument, the Exchange Traded Fund, SPY. Again, one of the most popular investment vehicles in the world. Extremely low cost fees, and best yet, it has options. And what that means is you can own the asset, and if you own the asset at the SPY in 100 share increments, you can buy and sell options to protect that asset and even potentially generate additional income and cash flow utilizing smart and conservative strategies like the covered call. ETFs are managed by companies like Vanguard and BlackRock and State Street. They designed the ETFs to track specific indexes, industries, or even investment strategies. For example, the SPY mirrors the S&P 500 index, giving you exposure to 500 of the largest U.S. companies. But there's more. Some ETFs if you're interested, are actively managed, and instead of just following an index, professional managers handpick the assets aiming to outperform the market. Now, some would say that that is a fool's errand, and few of those ETFs outperform the market consistently, and it's much simpler to just pick one of the mainstream exchange-traded funds that tracks one of the major indexes or indices like the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ Composite or the Dow Jones Industrial Average or any one of the sectors or industry groups that you're interested in tracking. So, for example, if you were really interested in focusing your investment in technology, you could pick a technology-specific ETF like the XLK, for example, that is heavily loaded with just the best tech stocks. Now let's talk about why ETFs have become so popular and such a favorite of investors. The first main reason is diversification. ETFs let you spread your investment dollars across a wide range of assets, thereby potentially reducing your risk. Now, the beauty of an exchange-traded fund is that it allows you to put all of your eggs in one basket for convenience, but that basket is spread out across, again, a wide array of assets from different sectors, different industry groups, different parts of the economy, so that you have exposure to that wide range of assets, taking advantage of the overall market performance. The second reason is cost effectiveness. ETFs have way lower fees, especially when compared to mutual funds, which are kind of a ripoff, by the way. Make sure you watch our video on mutual funds to understand how those fees really reduce the performance of the overall investment for that individual investor. ETFs, on the other hand, keep those investment dollars at work for you because those fees are so low, it doesn't scrape the cream off of the top, and it allows your investment to compound much more effectively, again, by eliminating all of those extra costly fees. The third big reason is liquidity. Since ETFs trade like stocks, you can buy or sell them anytime during market hours. And some ETFs even trade around the clock, 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week, kind of like the futures market, which is awesome so that you can always keep your finger on the pulse of your investments. Now, exchange-traded funds are super liquid, especially when you stick with the most popular ETFs out there. There are some ETFs, some fringe ETFs that are a lot less liquid. And so one of the core requirements when you're selecting an exchange-traded fund to invest in is make sure that it is very liquid, that it trades tens of millions of shares on an average day. And also you might want to make sure that it has options, which brings us to reason number 4. The fourth reason for investing in exchange-traded funds is that they have options contracts or derivative contracts on the exchange-traded fund itself, which you can use to protect your investment, to hedge that downside risk, to generate income and cash flow, and a lot of other ways you can speculate on exchange-traded funds using the options, which can give you a little bit of leverage. So one of the things we love about exchange-traded funds is that they give us more options. And that's a good thing because, again, we can protect those investment dollars with put options, and we can generate that extra cash flow selling covered calls on our exchange-traded fund investments. And last but not least, the fifth reason we love exchange-traded funds is transparency. Most ETFs disclose their holdings on a daily basis, or at least on a regular basis, so that you always know exactly what you're investing in. And it's really easy to find a prospectus on just about any exchange-traded fund you might be interested in. Make sure you take the time to read that prospectus, understand the investment fund's objectives, and make sure you understand what kind of fees are associated with the fund and how they operate. It'll help you feel more peaceful about your investment decisions. This all sounds great, right? But exchange-traded funds aren't perfect. No investment vehicle is. So let's talk about some of the potential downsides of exchange-traded funds. Some niche ETFs are leveraged. So you can look and find leveraged ETFs, which can be very volatile, higher risk, higher reward, but higher risk. And so again, if you're looking for leverage, you can find an exchange traded fund that provides that for you. But if you want to avoid the volatility that's associated with those and the added risk, you want to make sure you're going with a 1x ETF or no leverage ETF. Depending on who your broker is, you can rack up trading fees, commissions, and the like if you're actively trading the exchange traded fund. Now, if you're investing in the exchange traded fund, again, most brokers these days are offering zero cost commissions on stock and ETF trades, so that's usually not an issue. But if you are buying protective puts or selling covered calls on your exchange traded funds, there are commissions associated with those options contracts, so make sure you're choosing a broker that has really low cost commissions as well. And then some ETFs are not perfectly matched with the performance of the index that they're tracking. So there's a little bit of lag or slippage in that for whatever reason. And we want to make sure that when we are looking at those exchange traded funds, we actually compare it to the index it represents and see how tightly it tracks or how tightly it's correlated. It's normally really highly correlated and tracks extremely well. But if you ever find one that is not tracking well, that could be a signal of a potential problem. With thousands of ETFs out there, one of the biggest challenges you might face is choosing the right exchange traded fund for you or the right exchange traded fund for your portfolio and for your investment goals. So here are 4 simple tips. The first thing you want to do is define your goal. Ask yourself, what are my investment goals? Am I investing for growth, for income, for stability? Make sure that the ETF you're selecting matches those goals. And again, this will help guide you in your ETF selection. Check that expense ratio. Lower fees are better. Look for the ETFs with an expense ratio under 0.2%. A lot of the best ETFs out there have expense ratios well under that 0.2% threshold. So again, you're not paying a lot in fees and your investment dollars are working harder for you because the fees are so low. Number 3, understand your holdings. Look under the hood. Find out what the top 10 holdings are for the exchange traded fund. In fact, look at the entire list of all of the holdings for the exchange traded fund so that you know exactly what your fund is made of. And make sure that it aligns with your strategies and your goals. And then your 4th tip is, again, make sure it is liquid. Make sure the exchange traded fund has enough trading volume so that you can easily buy or sell without affecting the price. And make sure that your exchange traded fund has extremely liquid options. Now, if you're not ready for trading and investing in exchange traded funds and learning how to use those options yet, you might want to look into educating yourself on doing that. We can help you with that over at the Cashflow Academy, because one of the greatest feelings in the world is having a really nice, well-diversified investment in an exchange traded fund and then knowing how to protect that asset and investment with protective put options if the market volatility were to pick up or if we were to experience a bear market or recession that could devalue that asset. And so if you learn how to protect it, you learn how to buy those protective puts, you learn how to generate extra income and cash flow with the covered call strategy, the exchange traded fund can be one of the very best instruments for investors looking to reach those long-term goals and short-term income strategies. Now, as promised, here is a list of the top 6 exchange traded funds by popularity as of 2025. This is a really simple list. Number 1 is the SPY, the Standard & Poor Exchange Traded Fund, SPY, by State Street. The logo's got the little spider on it. You'll recognize it because you've seen it before. It is the number 1 exchange traded fund out there, and it tracks the market beautifully. The Vanguard Total Stock ETF, ticker symbol VTI, is also incredibly popular. Vanguard is a company that people have come to trust. It's an excellent exchange-traded fund and a very popular choice. The QQQ by Invesco is one of the most popular exchange-traded funds out there. It tracks the NASDAQ composite, which is really heavy in tech. And so if you believe that technology is the future, you might want to look at the QQQ understand its holdings, look under the hood, look at those holdings, and you can be heavily invested in the tech boom. The Russell 2000, the IWM, is one of the most popular exchange-traded funds. It is put out there. It's issued by BlackRock, and this tracks 2,000 of your mid-cap stocks and your small-cap stocks, and it's really well diversified and an excellent exchange-traded fund that's not too volatile. The Vanguard VEA is another wildly popular choice that people really like. Again, it's the Vanguard FTSE, which they call the FTSE developed, and that can get you some exposure outside of the U.S., and it's a very popular choice. And then number 6 is Charles Schwab's SCHX, their index fund for the U.S. large cap companies. These are the biggest companies in the world, and it's a very popular choice. An honorable mention I'll put out there for you is the VOO. That VOO is issued by Vanguard, an extremely popular exchange-traded fund that tracks the S&P 500 index. And there you have it, folks. ETFs in a nutshell. They're powerful tools for building a diversified, cost-effective, and flexible investment portfolio. But remember, no investment vehicle is one size fits all, and you always want to make sure that your investment choices are aligned with your personal goals and risk tolerances. And if you're interested in learning how to control that downside risk that can come along with investing, you might want to come hang out with us over at the Cashflow Academy, where we can show you how to protect those assets when the market volatility picks up. If you're hungry for more investing tips, check out my deep dive into Roth IRAs right here. And don't forget, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. And if you've got questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you next time.